Academy of Art University's K-Art News is next. Coming up, a fatal car accident involving a lift car.
City Hall not happy about a way to make money from selling your parking spaces.
A special behind-the-scenes look at the Giants parade celebration. Our own K-Art News reporter climbed aboard the Hunter Pence Express.
And a preview of the beginning of the holiday season movies with a look at Fast and Furious 7. All that and more coming up on K-Art News. Good evening. Thanks for joining us here at Academy of Art University's K-Art News. I'm Joey Marchini.
And I'm Alexis Moore. Here's what we're working on tonight. An investigation is underway for a fatal accident involving the Lyft ride service. A spokeswoman for Lyft says one of its drivers was involved in a multi-car accident early Saturday in the Sacramento area. One man died. California Highway Patrol officers say the driver was giving two passengers a ride on the Interstate 80 when he swerved to avoid a stalled car. The car slammed into two trees, killing 24-year-old Shane Holland of West Sacramento. The driver and the other passenger also suffered minor injuries. No parties in the accident have been charged at this time.
There are still many unanswered questions about the UC Berkeley student who fell to his death on Halloween night. At Spookfest in Oracle Arena, the young man was allegedly intoxicated and climbed up to a 20-foot-high ledge in a restricted area behind the stage. The Alameda County Coroner's Office is still investigating the circumstances surrounding his death.
$3 per gallon gas has arrived and in some cases lower than $3. Nationwide prices have been falling due to a decrease in demand and an increase in United States production. That's according to the Automobile Association experts. While some cities like New York and San Francisco are still hovering around $3.47, some prices have fallen below $3 and plan to stay that way at least through the Christmas season. Gas prices have been coming down further than most people have expected this year. Prices around the Bay Area are at an all-time low. Some prices are going as low as $2.85. Our own Cody Edmonds has the story.
Gas prices started high again this year, but people got a little hope when things started fluctuating and prices went down. But all of a sudden, prices went back up again, and that's made electric car sales double in the past year.
$3.87, that's too high, man. 20 bucks barely fills the car up anymore. It's outrageous, man. Gas prices keep going up, and up. I mean, and then they go down a few cents and then they go up more. I mean, it's outrageous. Everything's more expensive and gas is at a premium now and I can't afford it. It's hard.
While some people are finding that gas prices are still a little bit too high for their liking, other people are finding that they're coming down just enough for them to be able to do what they want. With another 30% drop per gallon coming in December.
Yes, there's more money for other luxuries besides going into a gas tank for a car. Now the prices have gone down. It's quite a bit of difference.
Gas prices are planned to drop a little bit more before Christmas due to crude oil import and export issues over in the Middle East. So people should be flocking to gas stations to get that discounted gas price. And while gas prices started at regular being $3.90, recently they've gone down to regular being $3.27 and as low as regular being $2.99. Around San Francisco, prices have dropped 30 cents, while around California, they've dropped 60 cents. But with the carbon tax coming after Christmas break, gas prices are planned to increase again back to their normal prices. In Richmond, California, I'm Cody Edmonds for Academy of Art University's K-Art News.
Gas prices may drop another 15 cents in some areas before rising again after the holidays.
The Bay Bridge Eastern Span is now looking at a possible deficit of $35 million. As much as $110 million worth of work has been unbudgeted, including the cost of tearing down the old bridge. While some costs will be covered by contingency funds, others will have to come from somewhere else. Officials say that overruns will not result in a toll hike and will come from other bridge projects. Metered parking has some San Francisco drivers confused. San Francisco stopped charging for metered parking on Sundays back in July, although some meters around the city still warn about enforcement and still take your money. So some people are still paying. City transportation officials are aware of the problem and plan to correct them. Meters will be upgraded citywide through January to try to clear up any confusion.
San Francisco has been booming with construction, and because of that, street parking has disappeared. From Pacific Heights to Hayes Valley, Potrero Hill, and the Castro, certain strips of curbs are being blocked off as tollway zones by construction crews. The red tollway signs that you see are brought by contractors through the Department of Public Works. These contractors buy the permits so they can leave their equipment. The permits cost $125 a month for each 20-foot spot. But there's another way to get a parking space, even though you may have to pay a lot for it. And city officials don't like it. Alexa Peters with the story.
A daily problem for most drivers in the city is finding a place to park that isn't a tollway zone, finding a zone that fits their hours, or just finding a place in general. A newer Apple application called Monkey Parking allows drivers to bid on parking spaces as much as they want. The money goes straight to the person's pocket, and once you leave your parking spot, you can rebid your spot for a higher number amount to make a profit. Monkey Parking CEO refuses to stop operation in San Francisco, despite order from the Attorney General's office.
I love Monkey Parking because I get to park wherever I want, whenever I want, at my cost. It's money that I get to spend on parks, places that I want to park. I get to park where I want in the city, and I get the money back.
I'm personally very against monkey parking because this city is already so expensive, and why do I need to pay so much? $75 for one parking. It's a free parking spot. You don't pay to put it there, so why should I pay to park there? I've never used monkey parking, but from what my friends have told me, it's a good idea for an app. Just being able to park wherever you need, it's very convenient.
The app was temporarily disabled back in June of 2014, but has started back up in the late September of 2014. The city of San Francisco has been trying to make a deal with Apple to wipe monkey parking off of all applications.
I get a profit. Once I set my rate, then I can raise it once the next people come and take my spot.
I would rather pay to park all the way over there and walk than have to pay $75 to park right here. It just doesn't make sense to me.
San Francisco hopes to clear all of this monkey business up by 2015 and have the application completely deleted from the Apple application store. In San Francisco, I'm Alexa Peters for Academy of Art University's K-Art News.
You can download Monkey Parking on your phone located in the App Store.
A new ridership record for BART. Last Friday was a busy day for BART. Transit officials said the 511,641 riders was the third highest in BART history. Crowds flocked to the various Halloween events and the San Francisco Giants World Series parade. The other top 2 days for the ridership also came as a result of the Giants, the 2010 and 2012 parades.
It's been nearly a week since the World Series parade, and people are still talking about it. Tonight we have a behind-the-scenes story from Olivia Zaleski, who managed to get aboard Hunter Pence's bus to get a very special perspective of the celebration.
It's not every year that the Giants win the World Series, and it's certainly not every day that you get to ride in the victory parade with Hunter Pence.
It all started early Friday morning as the now three-time World Series champs, the San Francisco Giants, gathered in their private locker room. Joined by only their closest friends and family, it was a rare and intimate view of the players we've come to see as superhuman. As soon as the showers turned to drizzle, the players boarded a fleet of double-decker buses, cable cars, and flatbed trucks. We hopped aboard with legendary Hunter Pence and SF's youngest Giant, the 23-year-old rookie infielder Matt Duffy. A quick left turn on Embarcadero, it wasn't long before we met the masses. Pence was in his element. Decked in this diamond-encrusted belt, a gift from wrestling star Daniel Bryan. As you might recall, Pence quoted Bryan's signature "yes, yes, yes" chant in his now infamous rally to bring the Giants home for the postseason, and eventually the World Series title. Pressed against metal barriers and packed on fire escapes, rooftops, and even street signs, the crowd was on fire, and Pence was loving every second.
Seeing you guys, all the support, all the electricity all year long.
How does it make you feel?
I hope that you guys are enjoying this half as much as me. It's a dream come true.
A dream indeed. Rolling up Market at a speed less than 1 mile an hour, it felt like only a few minutes had passed before the caravan of champions pulled up to a decorated city hall. It was over all too soon. A once-in-a-lifetime experience with perhaps San Francisco's most beloved player, if not, certainly its most unique.
One NFL player is still recovering after a bus accident over the weekend involving the Washington, D.C. team. Two buses transporting coaches and players collided on an interstate exit ramp on their way to the Minnesota Vikings game. State Patrol said one of the police squad's escorts crashed into a guardrail, causing the first bus to break and the second one to rear-end the first. Common complaints were bump knees and whiplash, but everyone arrived relatively safe. Only one player was injured with back spasms. It's bus accidents like this that are causing the Academy of Art University's Transportation Department to take extra precautions. KART News reporter Marshawn McMahon takes a look at the safety procedures for the school's buses that transport its athletes.
2 months ago, 4 Texas softball college athletes were killed and a dozen of their teammates were injured in a fatal bus accident while traveling to Oklahoma to play a softball game. This caught the attention from colleges and universities from all around the world. More precautionary steps are now being taken to prevent such freak accidents such as this one. Cece, a bus driver for Academy of Art, tells us what she does to take safety precautions when transporting her athletes from one place to another.
The first thing we do is every morning when we come in, we check our buses out from top to bottom to make sure that the buses are safe for travel to carry passengers. And second, when we pick you all up, we try to make sure that you follow the rules that are on the buses as far as staying seated while we're driving to make sure that you don't get hurt or injured if you have to hit our brakes for your safety, because we don't have handrails for you to hold on to so you can injure yourself or one of your teammates. And also, just stay alert with traffic and make sure we don't speed and we take our time going through downtown because there's so much traffic down there.
Downtown San Francisco is heavily overpopulated and busy. Many people hate to drive in the city because of big tour buses, bicyclists, aggressive taxi drivers, and nonchalant pedestrians. Cece and other Academy of Art bus drivers show that other lives come before theirs. By dealing with these different types of people on a daily basis, you must commend them. It is definitely not an easy job.
Here in front of 620 is where student athletes get picked up and taken to their next destination.
Yes, I feel safe. I know that they take care of everything. They're ready and prepared to take us wherever we need. And that's pretty much it.
In downtown San Francisco, I'm Marshawn McMahon with Academy of Art University's KART News.
AAU says it will continue to make sure it does everything in its power to keep athletes and other students safe.
A new controversy on campus regarding a much-needed software program. Casey Franco has the details.
You can't expect students to know that they have to download a new product.
Current Academy of Art University students and alumni alike were shocked to discover the $2,000 Adobe digital tools they had thought were included in their tuition were suddenly gone, replaced instead with a mandatory update to Adobe's new subscription-based service. The service is nearly the same aside from having to re-download tools and then pay a monthly fee for those tools if you are not currently enrolled.
About 2 weeks into the semester, I realized that I had to download an update for Illustrator to continue on with my class. But then when I logged into my Adobe account on my Mac, I had to download the whole Creative Commons suite, which is a pain in the butt, because it's inefficient for people who just use Photoshop or just use Illustrator like I was.
I use Adobe Creative Suite almost every single day for every single assignment, and I actually use it for a lot of freelancing that I do. So if I didn't have it or it ran out, I would be pretty much out of luck. We've gone through school and used these tools for so long, and we've gotten to know them so well. And once we're in the field, I think it's really important that we get to use them since they're so expensive.
While it is still unclear whether it was the Academy or Adobe who ultimately canceled the services, as you'd expect from an artist who had their tools taken away, students are cautious should this ever happen again.
It's a noticeable difference. I still massively prefer CS6, and I wish I still had the codes to use it.
From 79 New Montgomery, I'm Casey Franco with the Academy of Art University's KART News.
Next, we have Molly O'Brien with the latest on activities here at AAU.
Hey guys, there's a lot going on this week at AAU. School of Web Design and New Media invites you to attend a seminar on Google this Thursday, November 6th. The seminar starts at 7 p.m. and ends at 8:30 p.m. and is being held at 79 New Montgomery Theater. If you're looking for a chill night of music and spoken word, then this next activity may be the one for you. Every second and fourth Friday of each month, the Art Cafe on 655 and a half Sutter holds open mic night from 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. This is an opportunity to sing, read poetry, or even just vent about something you're having trouble with. The mic is yours. This Saturday, November 8th, the 19th Annual Faculty Plus Alumni Fine Art Auction is at the Cannery in San Francisco. The Cannery galleries will be filled with artworks available for bidding. Half of all proceeds go directly to the artist, the rest to AAU's Fine Art Student Scholarship Fund. The reception starts at 2 p.m. and the live auction starts at 3 p.m. If you're looking for more Urban Night points, during the volleyball game tonight at 8 p.m. against Holy Names University, we will be honoring the military members in the San Francisco community. It will also be senior night for your Urban Nights. Some other events coming up, including biking from San Francisco to Sausalito on Saturday, November 8th. You start at 12 noon and end at 5 p.m. You will meet at the Ferry Building Bike Rentals. It costs $20 prepaid to rent a bike and $11 cash for the ferry ticket. If you want more upper body strength, there's an entry-level belay lesson in indoor rock climbing. This is on Sunday, December 7th from 10 a.m. till 12 noon. You will meet at Planet Granite 20 minutes prior on 924 Mason Street. It costs $31 prepaid. And lastly, if you're struggling in online classes and need help, Academy of Art University representatives take questions and offer resources and live discussions that focus on important issues for online students and graduates. For upcoming chats, you can go to my.academyart.edu and search for online chats. That's all we have this week for what's happening at AAU. I'll see you next week.
Thanks, Molly. Vanessa Garcia joins us now with her opinion about something that's becoming part of the holiday season.
So Halloween was this past Friday, and it was fun dressing up and going to parties with friends. Now the next big holiday coming up is Thanksgiving, a day where all of us Americans gather with our families to feast, maybe watch football, and celebrate each other's company. What I personally don't like is that right after Thanksgiving, we have Black Friday, a day when stores have discounts for people to do their Christmas shopping. We have turned Black Friday into a holiday that makes us forget that we just had a moment of sharing with family and friends. To a day where people fight for materialistic items, I think we need to be thankful for what we have and not greedy for what we don't. That's just my opinion.
Thanks, Vanessa. And here's Alexa Peters with what happened this week in sports.
In their longest match of the season, Academy of Art University's women's volleyball came through with big plays late to triumph a 3-2 win over Chaminade University in the Urban Night start of a 3-match Hawaii road trip. Big contributions came up and down the roster, including 3 double-doubles, 21 kills and 12 digs from sophomore Melissa Brum, 17 kills and 26 digs from sophomore Emily Papali, and 50 assists with 12 digs from junior Rachel Smith, along with 34 digs by senior Kano Irvine. The Urban Knights are now 11-11 and 6-8 in Pac West play. The Academy of Art University's men's golf team wrapped up its 2014 fall season this past weekend in Hawaii, finishing 7th as a team in the 24th annual Dennis Rose Invitational. The Urban Knights finished with a 3-round total score of 941, which was 1 stroke ahead of Cal State Dominguez Hills and only 1 stroke behind Northwest Nazarene. The Knights were second among 6 Pac West Conference teams competing. Art U defeated 5 out of the 6 contributing teams from the Pac-West Conference and will carry that into the spring season. Junior Dat Doe was Art U's top individual finisher. Doe jumped 12 spots in the final round to finish a tie for 16th. The Urban Knights begin their 2015 spring schedule on February 23rd at the Cal State San Bernardino Classic. In St. George, Utah this past Saturday, Academy of Art University junior midfielder Christoph Urbani scored 2 goals for the second time in 3 games, which proved to be enough to give the Urban Knights a 2-1 win over Dixie State. Urbani has scored 4 goals in the last 3 contests and 5 in Art U's last 7. He also has 2 assists during that time and now leads the team in goals scored. Urbani scored both of his goals in the first half of the game, as in the 15th minute he received a pass from freshman defender Sam McKay and took the shot from nearly 40 yards away. The second goal came within the 40th minute. This time the assist came from freshman midfielder Alex Walsh when he passed the ball from the right, and Urbani then put on a display of fancy footwork to push through the defense before firing a shot past the goalie. Academy of Art will travel across the bay today to take on rival Holy Names in Hayward. Women's soccer did not have the same outcome as the men's team, as Dixie State proved to be strong throughout its homestand and took the Urban Knights for a 3-0 victory. Dixie State led in shots 25-4 and held a 10-2 advantage in corner kicks throughout the game. Junior forward Ria Laudau led the Urban Knights with 3 shots, while senior goalkeeper Rachel Rempe had 6 saves. This marks Art U's 6th shutout loss in its last 7 contests. Academy of Art women's soccer will take on Holy Names at 7 p.m. tonight in Hayward. That's it for This Week in Sports. Remember to go out and support all AAU athletes, and go Knights.
Thanks, Alexa. Amanda Camarillo now joins us with an interview with the local illustrator, Justin Chang.
Thanks, guys. So I'm here with awesome illustrator Justin Chung. How are you guys? How are you doing today?
I'm good. Yourself?
Awesome. I'm pretty good. Yeah. So, illustrator, how did you get started?
My friend Jan Dorsma introduced me to the art director at Topps, the Topps company, and he liked my work, and so my first job was to do sketch cards for Revenge of the Sith trading card series.
Awesome. So what has been your favorite projects to work on?
I really love drawing Star Wars, and I really love drawing the Marvel characters. I think those are my 2 favorite things to draw.
Awesome. And I know
in terms of properties.
Those are 2 very good ones. So I know I know you have a character in Star Wars based off of you.
Yes.
How did that happen? Because that's awesome. Why can't that be me?
Right. I just happened to have a costume, and my friend Joe Coroni needed it to use a character for one of his stories he was illustrating. So he drew me in, and then other artists were like, I want in on that, and they started drawing me as well, and then a few of the writers decided to put a backstory to him as well.
Awesome. That is so cool. I'm seriously so jealous.
Yeah, and they even named him after me, so that was kind of cool.
Well, you already said that your first professional job was with Topps. So you've been doing a series of pinups based on cosplayers. How did that get started, and how many have you done so far? And
yeah, I lost track. I think I have a dozen of them ish. It got started just because I like drawing pretty girls. That's my favorite thing to draw. I mean, my license is, of course, Star Wars, Marvel, but if you ask me, what's your favorite thing to draw, I say, I like to draw pretty girls. So, but I used a lot of the girls for my Marvel work. They would post for me for the as the Marvel characters. And then we thought, hey, like, why don't we just start our own series based on that? So that's basically how it started. It started with them already modeling for me, and then we were deciding we should do our own thing as well.
Very cool. What advice would you give for someone who wants to get into the comic art world?
Definitely practice. Be open-minded, because a lot of people will. Some artists will be kind of snobby about what they will and won't draw, and it's great to have standards. But I think you should do it with thoughtfulness. Be open-minded. It's like, well, maybe this might be something that might be interesting for me. So practice, be open-minded, and then work hard.
Awesome. Make connections.
Right. Work hard to make connections too. Yes.
So how can people find your art?
I can be found at justinchung.com, and from there you can follow me on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Instagram, LO, and a few other places. Just pick whichever one to follow me on. And
pick your favorite platform, and he's there.
And I'll be streaming you art.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Awesome.
Thanks, Amanda and Justin. The weekend is within sight, and here's Kiana Moody to give us the latest on possible weekend activities.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's latest in entertainment. It's here and it's as fast and furious as ever. The trailer for Furious 7, the 7th movie in the Fast and Furious franchise, was released on Saturday during a special world premiere event at Universal Studios.
All right, let's get to work.
Hey, Roman, you freaking out?
No.
Yes, you are.
Can somebody just walk me through what we're supposed to be doing?
Just when you didn't think it could get any better, huh?
Here we go.
Hell yeah!
Oh, shit. Hook him up.
Brian, you're up! I'm gonna get you out of here. You're gonna have to jump!
The film is set for release on April 3rd, 2015, and features some of the latest acting scenes Paul Walker filmed before his shocking death. Looking to go to the movies this weekend? Walt Disney Animation Studios, the team behind Frozen and Wreck-It Ralph, comes Big Hero 6, its action-packed comedy adventure about the special bond that develops between Baymax, a plus-size inflatable robot, and prodigy hero Hamada.
You will be all right. There. I would like to help. Scan complete. You are experiencing mood swings. Diagnosis, puberty.
Whoa, what?
It's like spooning a warm marshmallow.
Reports are flooding in about a major catastrophe. We're under attack from a supervillain, people!
Beyonce may be coming out with yet another surprise album. If so, it's not too much of a surprise anymore. There's a document with Columbia and Parkwood Entertainment logos at the top. The document includes the words release confirmation and, more importantly, Beyonce self-titled Volume 2. But whether the document is a fraud or not remains a mystery. If you're a part of the bikers community, you may be interested in the San Francisco Bike Party. It is a monthly celebration of biking for riders of different ages, types, and skill levels to enjoy. Every month is a different theme, and you're encouraged to dress up. It is held on the first Friday at 7:30 p.m. every month. The starting location and route also changes every month, so check SF Bike Party Facebook page for updates. That's all the time we have on this week's entertainment. Join us again tomorrow.
Thanks so much, Kiana. Well, that wraps up this edition of Academy of Art University's KR News. For everyone here, thanks you for joining us. I'm Alexis Moore.
And I'm Joey Marchini. Have a great evening and see you back tomorrow evening at 5:30. Good night.